We're going to be continuing integers today, and we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing integers. So we're first going to look at multiplying a positive by a negative number, or a negative by a positive number. So our first example is 5 multiplied by negative 3. Thinking about what multiplication means, this means 5 lots of negative 3. So we could add negative 3 5 times. So negative 3 added together 5 times will get us negative 15. So therefore 5 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 15. So that creates our first rule, which is a positive times a negative. So a positive multiplied by a negative number gives us a negative answer. But remember, with multiplication, we can swap these round so 5 multiplied by negative 3 equals negative 15, but that's the same as negative 3 multiplied by 5 will also give us negative 15. So therefore, a negative times a positive will also give us a negative answer. So, another way of looking at this is if you're multiplying together two different signs, so a positive times a negative, you will get a negative answer. So using this example and the two rules below, can you pause the video here and try these 4 questions? Okay, so a positive times a negative gives us a negative answer. So 2 times negative 4 will give us negative 8. Negative 5 times 6 will give us negative 30. Negative 7 times 3 will give us negative 21. And 6 times negative 4 will give us negative 24. So well done if you got those. Our second example is going to be multiplying a negative by a negative. So calculate negative 5 times negative 3. So we've seen previously that 5 times negative 3 gives us negative 15. So negative 5 times negative 3 cannot be negative 15. The only possibility is that a negative times a negative, so negative 5 times negative 3, gives us a positive answer, gives us positive 15. So rule number 3 is a negative times a negative gives us a positive. Just like a positive times a positive gives us a positive answer. So if our signs are the same, either two positives or two negatives, you will always get a positive answer. So using that last rule and this example, can you pause the video here and try these 4 questions? Okay, so a negative times a negative gives us a positive. So negative 3 times negative 4 will give us 12. Negative 4 times negative 6 will give us 24. Negative 8 times negative 4 will give us 32. And negative 9 times negative 5 will give us 45. So well done if you got those. So it's really important that you copy down those 3 rules. So a negative times a positive gives you a negative. A positive times a negative gives you a negative. And a negative times a negative gives you a positive. So if the signs are different, you'll get a negative answer. If the signs are both the same, you'll get a positive answer. So that's multiplying integers. Now let's look at a couple of examples on dividing integers. So here we've got negative 10 divided by 2. Thinking about what division means. This means that we are sharing, so negative 10 is being shared between 2 people. That's what division means. So negative 5, add negative 5, if we share that out, we've divided negative 10 evenly between 2. So negative 10 divided by 2 will give us negative 5 because we've shared that negative 10 into 2 lots. So it brings us on to our 4th rule in our little series. Is a positive divided by a negative gives us a negative. And also, a negative divided by a positive will also give us a negative. Okay, again, if the two signs are different, a positive and a negative, you will always get a negative answer. So can you pause the video here and give these questions a try, please? Okay, so let's go through it. So negative 20 divided by 4. So we're sharing negative 20 between 4 to get negative 5. Negative 42 divided by 6, you should get negative 7. 24 divided by negative 3 to get negative 8. And then 35 divided by negative 7 to get negative 5. So well done if you got those. Moving on to our last example, we are going to be now dividing a negative by a negative. So here we've got two negatives. Negative 5 divided by negative 2. Well, similar to our other examples, if 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5, negative 10 divided by negative 2 can't possibly be negative 5 because we've already got an answer to that question. Therefore, the only possibility is that negative 10 divided by negative 2 is 5. We're also thinking about the fact that division is the opposite of multiplication. So if we are dividing negative 10 by negative 2, what do we need to times negative 2 by to get negative 10? Well, negative 2 times positive 5 will give us negative 10. Okay, which brings us on to our sixth and final rule, is that a negative divided by a negative gives you a positive. So very similar to when multiplying integers, if the two signs are different, you will get a negative answer. If the two signs are the same, whether that's both positive or both negative, you will get a positive answer. So using this, can you pause the video here and try these 4 questions? Okay, so let's go through the answers. So negative 20 divided by negative 4 will give you positive 5. Negative 40 divided by negative 5 will give you 8. Negative 24 divided by negative 4 gives us 6. And negative 32 divided by negative 8 will give us 4. So well done if you got those.